NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Go. 180! Sunday. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Miles Sanders first carry of the game. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day.
This on 7.
54 is Mike, 54 is Mike.
Hey, Charlie.
54. Coming to you, coming to you.
Now Wentz. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Mike,
280!
Mike 5-4. Let's go, D. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd?
Right there, 54 Mike. Double dog, that's the way.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 16. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Here we go. White.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. This is intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
To throw is Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Wentz now to throw. Flushed out right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down, it's Sanders. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult third down call now.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. On first down, Newsom. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they go to work on a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Now Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by him and setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Wentz now on third and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run on first down. Sanders. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. 15 yards on the play. First down. On first down, it's Sanders, able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll try to run with Sanders. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Garoppolo looks to throw. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there. First down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of 2 there. Second down. Right now, I'm just wondering where they turn on offense, Charles. I know we're not in the fourth quarter, but second quarter haven't scored and struggling to move the ball.
I don't think they abandoned the run game totally, but maybe you change up your tempos. Maybe you go a little bit faster, try and catch them back on their heels a little bit to try and accomplish what you want to get done.
On second and 12, Garoppolo. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a third and long. On third and long, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a gain.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Wentz to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Wentz. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Wentz now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Wentz going to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Mark 54. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Wentz to throw again. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he gets it down to the 32. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. On third down, they turn to Sanders. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have a chance of either making the play happen or picking up a deep pass interference call. And remember, it's the NFL. You get yardage. It's not just a 15-yard play. You could have something big here. Let's see if they take the shot.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. On second down, it's Pollard. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Here we go. Wait, Yetidee! I got you. 53's a must. 53, check 53. Exit. Check 53's must. Check 53's must.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Derek Barnett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. This is caught by Jackson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 24 yards. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Newsome on the carry. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Check 91. 91 is the mic. Mike 91. Hey, defense.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And the throw there going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, box truck.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo.
What the fuck?
Fletcher Cox in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Here comes the 49ers punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for... And the Niners get there and bring him down. DeForest Buckner. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now wins. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. D. Ford racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To throw, it's Wentz. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Fielded at the 33. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all
the fuck?
Escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
21.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. Well, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Fletcher Cox in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Tighten up. Check three. Switch.
65. Hey, wahoo!
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team. Excellent defense, great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And that one, an absolute backbreaker. A chance to get back within a score, couldn't do it.
Yeah, that one went begging, as they say, right? There's the opportunity, and it was missed. But all hope's not lost just yet. But, boy, getting back within one score would have been a powerful motivator for their defense to take the field with.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Throwing his Wentz. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw his Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, Garoppolo.
Who the fuck is
one
doing it to?
incomplete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
13.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Hey, exit. Hey, alert! Hey, Haywood!
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
6-6, pull it high.
To throw is Garoppolo. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Rush in.
Garoppolo to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Malcolm Jenkins, the strong safety, swoops in for the sack. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Now Garoppolo. incomplete.
And I think we're probably going to go for it here on fourth down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check 13. Check 13. Check, 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 check.
Garoppolo going to go on fourth down. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. They'll run on first down. Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Hey, watch 11.
Now Wentz. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Oh, it's no good. Marr pushed it right. And this score will stay right where it is. And that miss should just about right have finished to this one.
Yeah, they needed 2 scores, and they needed that field goal there to be the first one and still give them an opportunity. But now, with the time left on the clock, I think this one's about finished.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory.
Here we go.
A big play there for the Niners. 46 yards on the ground. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And not all W's are created equal, CD. And this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
Well, you know what they say. It's always fun to work on things. If it didn't go well in your game, with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.
So for Philadelphia, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, there will be no perfect season here as the win streak to start the year ends at 11. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.